Welcome to Momming Real Hard, the show where moms get real and tell the truth about life after kids. We're talking real life, real mess, real laughs, and the stuff moms are thinking but don't always say out loud. I'm your host, Candace, and I'm here for the chaos, the comedy, and the moments that somehow make it all worthwhile. So grab your coffee or whatever's getting you through today, take a deep breath, and let's get momming real hard. Hey mamas, welcome back to Momming Real Hard, where we keep it real, a little chaotic, and always honest. I'm your host, Candace, and today's episode, this one's gonna hit a little deeper because we're talking about something that doesn't get said out loud nearly enough: what happens right after the baby is here. We talk a lot about pregnancy and babies like it's magical, and it can be, but what happens when reality doesn't match the picture we're sold? You know how pregnancy and motherhood are always painted as this beautiful, glowing, sacred experience, like soft lighting, matching outfits, a peaceful baby sleeping in a bassinet. Yeah, real life does not always look like that. Postpartum depression, or PPD, is actually the most common complication of childbirth, affecting about 1 in 7 women, and in some cases, even more. That's not rare, that's not just a few people, that's a lot of moms. And it's very different from the baby blues, which about 70 to 75% of women experience and usually pass within a couple of weeks. PPD is deeper, it's heavier, it lingers. And for a lot of moms, postpartum can feel overwhelming, isolating, and honestly, a little shocking. Because while everyone talks about how special motherhood is, nobody really prepares you for the pressure, the expectations, and the way the world suddenly starts telling you how to do everything, while somehow offering very little actual support. There's also, which I didn't know this before, postpartum anxiety, which affects about 1 in 5 women, and in rare cases, postpartum psychosis, which is a medical emergency. And here's the part that really, really gets me. We know how common this is. We know how serious it can be. And yet so many moms are still going through it feeling completely alone and unsupported. So today's guest is coming on to share her story. And when I say she's keeping it real, I mean real, real. We're talking about nonstop ads targeting new moms, the pressures from social media to parent the right way, the emotional weight of doing it without support, and the moment when you realize, wait a minute, why does society say motherhood is sacred, but then do nothing to actually take care of mothers? This is one of those conversations that might make you feel seen, might make you feel a little fired up, and might make you even say, okay, wait, I thought I was the only one. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed, unsupported, judged, or just straight up confused in your motherhood journey, this episode is for you. So let's get into it. Yes. But yeah. So this topic actually, like postpartum depression and things like that, this topic seems to be a hot one. Especially since last night I was asked about it too. And I will tell you that I don't know that I realized that I had postpartum until I didn't.
For real.
Does that make sense?
When it had passed.
Right.
Like you started to feel more like yourself.
Right, yeah. Like I feel like I don't know how to describe it. Like I don't feel like I knew that's what was going on when it was going on. But then once I was like on the other side of it and I was like looking back on everything, I was like, yeah, that's 100% what was going on.
Was that with
Lyric?
Okay.
Now with Riker, nothing. But I'm going to tell you, I think it's because of situations.
Yeah,
right?
My
circumstances at the time were completely different when I had Lyric than when I had Riker. With Riker, I had a supportive partner, we're financially stable, those type of things. It's a different world.
And you had the experience of being a mom.
Right, already.
Yeah.
So I had already been twice, essentially, because,
Yes.
I had Brock and Lyric. So it was a different experience. And even my first, I told Lee last night, which is whose podcast I was on, I was like, I could sit here and tell y'all my story, but I might traumatize y'all and make y'all not ever want to have babies, because it was not a fun time. And it wasn't just not a fun time. Like, my pregnancy was fine.
Labor delivery. I heard a little bit about that with Lyric. And
We can get into
Okay.
it, girl. I'll tell, because I mean, it's real. It really happened, and it was a really scary thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I almost died with a
Yes.
newborn.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I remember hearing about that.
Yes,
from
like,
you and from your mama.
Yeah, like I almost died I almost left my newborn with nobody. So that was a task. And then trying to battle the depression on top of it and my situation. And I'm telling you, I'm the poster for don't have babies.
No, you are not.
Well, I guess I'm the poster child for like all the complications that could happen.
No.
Tell us a little bit about you, who you are, and
my name is Courtney Kaiser. Yes. You know this.
I do know this.
I have known you since I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
We met our freshman year of high school.
And we are at our 20-year high school reunion.
I'm not going to that.
You are going.
I told you.
You said we were going.
I said I would go. You're correct. And all of us have to go.
Rallying.
Everybody who was there on that day.
Okay, listen. All of us were going, period. I don't care what y'all say. I will drag all of you. I will jawbreaker you without the jawbreaker.
What? You're going to put me in a trunk?
Okay, without the trunk, too.
Okay. Well, then what are you going to do?
I'm just going to come politely knock on your door and say, Courtney, please come.
Okay.
Or I might kidnap you. I don't know. Anyway. Yes.
I'm not going to that. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
But I have been in school my entire life.
Yeah.
And in 2015, I graduated with a master's in biotechnology.
Smart mama. Yes.
We love it.
We love
it.
Okay.
We have that in common.
I know.
And I now work in the clinical research field.
Okay.
So lots of studies that are testing out novel drugs.
Okay.
People that have all kinds of conditions that we need more medical research for. I'm on a study right now that's specifically for menopause.
Oh, cool.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
I am.
We're not close there yet, though, girl.
No, we're not. We're not.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay. You have me scared. You were getting excited.
We're super young.
Okay.
I just think that this is a great trial because it helps to ease the hormonal fluctuations that lead to a lot of the discomforts that women experience once they are postmenopausal.
Cool.
So that one's pretty cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm a data analyst for those kinds of studies,
Mm-hmm.
and it's cool. It's a really cool job.
Okay.
I also had my first baby in 2024, a boy.
He's so cute.
What a learning experience! Oh my god!
Isn't it though? Like, it's wild.
Yes, it really is wild. Mm-hmm. It is the wildest thing that I think I've ever experienced. Mm-hmm. And I was in no way prepared for any of that.
Right.
Pregnancy, rough. I hated being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we talk? Maybe this would scare women.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I was pregnant, I was terrified of being pregnant too, and I was terrified of being a mom, honestly.
Right. But why?
Because at the time in my life, I did not feel that I could be nurturing the way that a mom is supposed to be nurturing. Mm-hmm. I thought that I was too aggressive, honestly, and too intense. And really, I had some unresolved psychological trauma that I needed
that you had to work on.
Yes. Okay. And I did.
Yeah.
And I was working on it before I was pregnant. Mm-hmm. But having a baby really shoved me into that journey to self-awareness and self-actualization and self-love and trust so that I could be a good mom.
Yeah.
It was tough as hell, though, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
It was. It's really hard, and it's a lot harder than a lot of moms will really vocalize, because I think it's really hard to vocalize.
It's hard to explain. First, it's hard to explain to people that have not had a child before what you're going through. Mm-hmm. So trying to explain these things to my husband, he was trying his best to help me. He's a really good man. He really was trying. But he can't get it.
Yeah. And
my other friends that don't have kids wanted to help, but they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then my family, we had our own dynamics that made me getting the help that I needed from them, or what I wanted from them, impossible.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Then there's the shame that you feel reaching out to people that have had kids. We talked about why I didn't reach out to you.
Yes, because I said, why did you reach out to me?
Yeah, and I had other friends too that had children, and it's just thinking, what if I talked to you about this and you say, well, girl, I don't know anything about that. You need to talk to a doctor. I'm not having that experience. Sorry.
Right.
Or you're busy with your own child, your own life, and you're thinking, I cannot help this person, you know?
Yeah.
Which is an irrational thought, because everybody who loves you just wants you to be happy, and they want to support you.
They do anything they can to support you.
But your brain lies to you when you're going through postpartum.
All the time. All the time. It tells you so many lies that are completely untrue about you, about kind of the world around you.
Yes.
And what's happening. I feel like you don't even live in reality sometimes.
You kind of don't.
Yeah.
And honestly, even outside of postpartum, our brains still lie to us all the time.
Well, that's
so
very
it's
true.
kind of an uphill battle.
Right.
And you have so much against you. A dear friend of mine who conceived not too long ago, and she unfortunately miscarried. But when she did conceive, one of the first things I told her was, if you start to feel like you are departing from yourself and you don't feel good about being a mom, you're having thoughts that are scaring you or are irrational or are obsessive, just talk to somebody. Just say somebody. That.
Yes.
Say it. Say it to, you can tell me, you can call me anytime, you really can. You might think you can't, you might think you're going to get on my nerves. Call me, please. I mean it. Call me, please. Call me.
Because I would much rather you call me and bother me than you hurt yourself.
Yes.
Or God forbid something happened to your child.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, my brain never went there, but
your brain never went to hurting yourself
or my baby. Yeah, never. Well, but that does happen.
I will tell you mine did multiple times.
Yeah, because you start to feel so. Also, Teddy was born with club foot, 1 foot, and it was not curved in horribly, so it wasn't the worst case of club foot that one might see.
Right.
However, I thought that this was proof that I was inferior, that it was my fault that he was born like that.
I understand that.
Yes,
because
okay.
my son has autism, and that's
yes.
the first thing that I said.
Oh, man.
It's my fault. What did I do?
What did I do?
What did I do?
I am defective, and mothers always take the blame for children having any kind of disability at all. Any kind.
And the truth of the matter is it just happens. It's genetics a lot of the time.
Yes.
And or a mutation. Like, there's nothing that you can really control. You know, everybody was talking about like the Tylenol and stuff. I didn't even take Tylenol when I was pregnant. Not one time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just it's out of your control. You
have no control over any of it at all, ever.
Nope.
But your brain, and then also, in a lot of respects, society wants you to feel like if you had just done a better job of being a person, then this wouldn't have happened.
This wouldn't have happened. And they put all that pressure on you, even though it's not, there's absolutely nothing you can do.
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
And like apparently when a baby has club foot, you can see it when you have an ultrasound.
Okay.
And so when I went to the orthopedic doctor with Teddy when he was like 6 weeks old, maybe 5 weeks old, he's tiny.
Yeah.
They were asking me, did they say anything to you about his foot? No. Oh, I didn't know it until his primary care doctor, his pediatrician, who, interestingly enough, was my pediatrician, said, I know, very cool, said, you should probably take him over to Vanderbilt Children's and have them look.
Yeah.
And, oh, Candace, that sucked so. They had to put a cast. So the whole process of treating a baby that has club foot, they have to go through a few weeks of casting. So they put a cast on the baby's whole leg.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Well, babies they have like jelly bones.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they hope in milder cases that maybe just the cast can reshape.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the baby's foot can kind of maybe make it just like that.
Yeah.
There will then be some kind of bracing process. So that's where they put the boots and the bar on the baby. They wear these little, I still have his first set. The little boot is like this big. It is so stinking cute, but it was horrible.
Yeah.
So he did the cast for 3 weeks, and the orthopedics doctor came in and said that his foot looked good.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, okay, this means that maybe we're done.
Yeah. No.
He said, okay, we're ready for the next phase.
Then
He told me that they had to cut my baby's Achilles tendon and then put another cast on that he was going to wear for 3 more weeks for that to heal up.
Oh my goodness.
And then we still weren't going to be done. It was going to be boots and bar time. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to witness my child having this procedure done. And my mom was there, and thank God she was. But they were like, oh no, you can't be in here.
Yeah.
So, and like it didn't hurt him having it done.
Right.
It was the shot that hurt him. But hearing your tiny little baby just crying out for you.
Yeah, and you
and
can't
I was
help them.
Yeah, and listen, I was nursing during that time.
Oh,
so
you breastfed?
I did breastfeed for like 3 months. I will never do that again. Never.
I tried. I didn't produce any milk.
Girl, okay, so quick aside.
Yeah, sorry.
I had a C-section with Teddy. And they had me, because I said that I wanted to try a nurse, they had me pump immediately.
Yep.
You know that hospital grade pump that they bring out that's like a milker. It's like what they put on livestock.
Right, yeah.
They brought that thing into me and they had me pump. And my body was like, you want colostrum? I'm going to kick out so much colostrum.
Oh, okay.
So I was like kicking out a lot. And when my milk came in, because of all that sucking that they were having me do in the hospital, my milk came in really, really fast. Yeah. I remember the day that my milk came in. My husband saw me. I was walking around topless, and he looked at my boobs and was like, ah. He was like, are you okay?
That face is bright.
Yeah, like he was trying to not look mortified. Yeah. But he, for both of us, we had never seen anything like this before. So he was like, what do I do?
What do I do? How do I help you?
Right? And I'm like, what? And he's like, your boobs are so big. And I have never had big boobs in my life before. So I'm like, oh, let me look in the mirror. And my chest does hurt, mind you. Like, it hurts.
Right.
But I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God.
I was like, hey, girls, what you doing?
But they were like so firm. And they were sitting up so high. And I was like,
oh, so they hurt.
Oh, yes. And then like, I had DEMER. So that's dysphoric milk ejection reflex. Okay. So whenever my milk would come down, and you know what that feels like. It feels like hot ropes having your milk come down. I would get this feeling of dysphoria before that would happen. So I would get this nauseous feeling and then this feeling of great sadness. Like I had just gotten horrific news.
What? I didn't know that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is a thing. It's not exceptionally common, but it's a thing that happens. And I was talking to another lady, an older lady, and she told me that happened to her too, and she didn't even know that, she had no idea what was going on.
Right. Because she probably didn't say anything. She just thought, oh, that was weird.
Something is wrong with me.
Yeah.
Something must just be wrong with me.
Yeah. Huh.
No. I told my doctor right away, and she was like, oh, that's normal. And I was like, okay, thank God that nothing is wrong with me, but also, why is this happening to me?
I'm glad I didn't breastfeed. I tried. I really did. I tried so hard, but I didn't even get colostrum. I got nothing. Like 0.
Well, let me tell you, okay? It sucks, okay? Not only did I have DEMER, but I had to wake up every 2 hours to feed my baby.
Yeah.
He would cry, and milk would just blood. My body was like, must feed the baby. And it would come down so fast that Teddy would be like choking on the milk.
Oh my goodness.
For real, he'd be like, and one time he popped off my breast, satisfied, okay? He was so happy. He was making the cutest little baby cooing sounds. But the milk shot out of my boob. It was like, and he was covered in breast milk and just like, asleep, okay? But I'm mortified. My niece is watching this happen. She was there, and I was like, Taylor, did you see that? And she was like, yeah. I was like, my baby is covered in my breast milk. He's asleep, I think.
Well, I mean, at least he was satisfied. You put him to sleep, I guess.
Girl, I was terrified. I was like, what in the world? And then, like, you get so sweaty and, like, the milk is just dripping. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's great. That's a great story, you guys. You need to tell him about that.
Oh, I can't wait. As soon as he's old enough to understand, I'll be telling him. If he gets himself a wife or a girlfriend and they have a baby, I will be telling her, don't even worry about it, sweetie, because this is what happened with your partner, and he's okay.
He's okay. He'd be okay. That's too funny. Well, so let's kind of walk a little bit more through the like postpartum pregnancy kind of journey, because you said you didn't really enjoy being pregnant, which some people do enjoy being pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because it ain't fun.
No, it sucks.
I had heartburn, and I was a big old whale, and I was just walking around like a balloon.
You can't breathe.
You can't breathe. I don't know. But props to the people that enjoy it. If y'all love it,
if they find any happiness in it. People are nicer to you when you're pregnant.
that is true.
However, I was in the grocery store once. I wanted to make like an apple crisp. That's what I wanted to make. And for some reason, the apple pie filling was on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, they tend to do that for some reason.
There were 2 people in the aisle right next to me that saw me. I was probably like 7 months pregnant. I shouldn't have been doing this. They saw me trying to get down there to pick that. You know you can't get down there to pick.
You get down there, but you ain't
Girl,
get back up.
Exactly. I had to drop to my knees. That shit hurt so bad. And then I was like climbing. And I tried so much to not do that. I was moving my purse to my back. And I was like, trying to get down there to get it.
Squat.
Yes. Girl, it didn't happen. So I had to drop to my knees to pick it up. And they're just watching me.
They didn't even offer to help you at all?
I mean, no. And I'm thinking, am I about to be like, can you please get that off the shelf for me?
Can somebody help me here?
I decided not to do that. I just wanted them to see what it looked like when you don't help somebody. So I got down on my knees like that, and then I had to climb the shelves to get back up. And I told Michael that happened when I got home, and he was like, I know, I shouldn't have sent you. I knew. You're not going there. You're not going by yourself ever again.
Yeah, not while you're very pregnant.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a mistake.
Yes. Do grocery pickup next time.
Yes. Oh, yeah, look, after that, and even to this day.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Grocery pickup.
Or they just bring it by the house.
I'm really weird about, like, some of my stuff. So I'll do, like, a Walmart pickup with, like, certain things, but my produce and vegetables and things, like, all that stuff, I like to pick out myself. Because I'm weird.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's not weird at all.
Yeah. Okay, so pregnancy and then right after. So whenever we were talking before, you mentioned to me that you were hyper aware of just, like, capitalism and kind of the pressures and the pushes of everyone to be the perfect parent.
Yes.
And so take me back through that. Were there like just kind of ads you were seeing, or was it just the pressures from social media, or how did that look like?
So yes, it was ads that I would see. I would see lots of ads on Instagram because they find out that you're pregnant and that
that algorithm.
Yes. I don't even know.
I don't know.
They found out. So they're sending you ads for $400 baby carriers.
Yeah.
Or for $200 maternity clothes.
Right.
$200 each. Shoes.
Right.
Advertising books about how you need to be eating a certain kind of way while you're pregnant. I have this book called The Whole 9 Months that was highly recommended. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
Okay, you're supposed to be eating whole foods and
Right.
like you're supposed to be measuring how much you eat. I'm not doing that, especially because I was sick every day.
Let's talk about the morning sickness. I threw up for 26 weeks straight.
Yeah. I didn't throw up that often, but I did not. There was no point in my pregnancy where I did not throw up at some point in that trimester.
Right.
I was horribly sick the first trimester. Horribly sick the entire time. There was not a whole lot that I could eat.
Yeah.
The second trimester, I was all right. But my belly was getting so big that I had to watch how quickly I ate.
Right.
Because that would come up immediately.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget this. It was the second trimester, almost the third. And there's this place close to my house called Nadine's.
Okay. And
they have this dish called the Colonel, which is a biscuit with sausage gravy on top of it.
Okay.
Oh my God, Candace.
It's so good.
Girl, it was so good. I devoured that thing. And I sat for 2 seconds after taking my last bite. Was like, I'm gonna throw up. And I threw all of it. And I've not been able to eat the Colonel since.
And that's how I'm with grape juice too. So it's so weird because I feel like we all have those experiences. Well, no, I guess not all, but a lot of us have those experiences with foods because now, like I said, grape juice can't do it. Because one time I threw up. And it was just so horrible.
Yes.
Even if I sniff grape juice
it's
now,
over.
It's just, I'm going to immediately vomit.
That's my mom and apple juice, and I'm 37.
Right.
She had to drink a bunch of apple juice when she was pregnant with me. I don't remember why. She had to drink a bunch of apple juice, and she had to pee in a jar and keep the jar in her refrigerator. Medicine has come a really long way since the late 80s.
I don't know that I would be into the peeing in the jar and keeping it in my refrigerator.
She had to. I don't remember why.
I
don't remember why. Maybe some prolonged glucose test.
I was about to say something to do with her blood sugar or something.
I'm sure it did,
yeah.
But I don't understand why she had to do it like this. Regardless, she cannot drink apple juice anymore. She had to be drinking apple juice and peeing and keeping it in a jar in the fridge.
Oh, and anyway, that's kind of scary, right, too? Because you don't know which is...
Right, I mean, I guess you'd find out really fast, but yes.
Take a swig and you're like,
well, just open the jar.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that happened to her. I don't know.
Oh, well,
I would block it out of my mind, but I guess I'd never forget it if that happened to me.
That would be a core memory.
Yeah, like you just never forget. It's part of your DNA now.
Absolutely.
And your generation is just
stuck with you forever.
Capitalism, though.
Yes.
So yeah, the advertisements, but also on social media, on YouTube, which I don't think of as social media, but I suppose it is.
It is, technically, because
you're watching what other regular people are doing.
Videos, and you can communicate, you can comment.
That's true, you interact.
You can interact, so yeah, it would be considered that, I feel.
Well,
do you feel like they play on the fear, like...
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. And what's so weird, I was watching videos, because I like knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I was watching videos of other moms give birth. I wanted to know, what is it like?
You shouldn't watch. Be glad there's not a video of mine. That's all I'm saying. But keep going.
You keep saying that.
Do you want to hear the whole? I'll tell you the whole story, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Okay. I want to hear the whole story.
I'll tell you the whole story. You finish first, then I'll hear the whole story.
Okay. Well, I was pregnant by myself at that time. You got pregnant with Riker when I was almost done being pregnant with Teddy, right?
Yeah, because his birthday's in what, April?
It's in February.
His birthday's in February. My birthday's in April, too. His birthday's in February. Her birthday is in July.
Okay, yeah. So she's got her birthday coming up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's 5 months difference. So I was coming up on the end of my pregnancy when you were pregnant. So I was like, I wonder what this is like. I wonder what people are doing when they have a kid. How do you know that it's time for you to go to the hospital? How do you know, what is your body doing when it's time? So I was getting good information about that. Learned all about the mucus plug and, all about what might be happening in your bowels and what cramps feel like and how
So you were deep diving into it.
Oh, yeah. I needed to know. I needed to know. But a lot of the videos on YouTube are of women having their baby unmedicated. You don't see a whole lot of women having medicated birth.
Yeah.
So it kind of felt like having an epidural was becoming a moral decision, and having a C-section was something that was also moral and said something about me as a person.
Oh, I see what you're meaning. Like,
Yes.
if you chose to have medication or do a C-section, you were somehow lesser than.
You're not as strong.
As strong of a mom because you
Yeah.
didn't birth.
You did not push the baby through your loins.
through your birth canal.
Right.
Yourself.
The baby did not come out of your vagina.
Right.
So you are not a mom the way that these other moms are.
Mm-hmm.
You are messing with your body's ability to produce milk by having a C-section.
Uh-huh.
So how are you going to feed your baby?
Right.
That's also why stopping breastfeeding was really hard too, because a lot of those moms were breastfeeding exclusively and they were making it seem like it was so easy.
Right.
Girl, it sucks, okay? It sucks. I can only say that so much, but I will never stop talking about how much it sucks. Mm-hmm. It is not an easy thing to do.
Right.
There are some women who absolutely take to it and it works really, really well for them. One of my dearest friends enjoyed breastfeeding with her first child, and she loved it, did it for a really, really long time. I hated that. I will never do it again.
Yeah.
It for me was not worth it at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that again went into the feelings of I am an insufficient mother.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can spend money to feel like I'm more of a mom. Maybe I can support my baby in other ways if I'm choosing not to breastfeed my baby. Maybe if I buy this super expensive formula that comes from like it's just made in this highly ethical way with just the nicest, most expensive, most naturally derived minerals and vitamins, then I'll be giving to my baby that way.
Right.
Let's get these really nice bottles. Let's get this really expensive device, which the baby Brezza. Did you have one of those?
I did not. We almost got one, but
Candace, it's a game changer.
yeah.
That is probably the only tool that I would recommend for anybody.
Well, hey, there you go. New mamas, the baby Brezza.
The baby Brezza.
There
Okay,
you go.
get it. Put it on your registry. Ask somebody that loves you to buy it for you because it will change your life.
Yeah.
When it is 4 o'clock in the morning and you are dead tired, all you have to do is push a button and it will put in the right amount of water and the right amount of formula. It'll be warm. All you have to do is like give it a little shake.
We did. We thought about it and I was like, ugh, I just go in the old-fashioned way.
Yes, and that's just fine.
Yeah.
It works, whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works.
But that is the only
It's the only
device.
one that you really...
Yes.
Do you have one that you bought that you regretted buying? That was
Oh
too
God,
expensive?
there were so many things. So first, there is this bassinet called a
I was
snoo.
supposed to say the snoo.
We bought a snoo.
Yep.
Mistake.
Okay.
Mistake.
Mistake. Why?
First of all, that thing at the time was like $1,600.
Oh my gosh.
It was ridiculous.
For what?
Yeah, for what exactly? You put your baby in it, and first of all, they can only sleep in it for the first year, 6 months.
That's why the bassinets are like, I'm like,
Teddy, it didn't matter what it was. He was not going to sleep in it.
He said, bump this mama.
Right. It doesn't matter. He says, I want to lay on your warm titty and nowhere else. If I can't lay there, I'm going to throw a fit. So that thing just, you have to strap your baby into it, first of all. They have to be strapped in, and it just wiggles them. If they start to fuss, it hears the sound, and it'll just wiggle, and it'll play some white noise. And then the more upset your baby gets, the more they wiggle, and the louder the sound gets. And after the highest stage, if your baby doesn't settle down after 2 minutes, it's like, you need to come get your baby.
Right.
Come get
Does
your
it like
baby.
scream at you?
No, it just stops.
It just stops.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and it's like, you need to come get your baby. Teddy, whenever he was in it, it would always get to that last level. Always. I kid you not.
So it's not comforting him at all?
No. At some point, we were like, what do we even have this thing for? And we just started putting our bedding in there. And we just put him in the pack and play.
Yeah. It became like a catch-all.
Yeah, basically, we had this little bassinet. Halo bassinet or something like that.
Yeah.
That my mother-in-law got for us.
Mm-hmm.
He used that thing way more.
I know.
Than
It's
new.
so crazy how, because you think, oh, it's so expensive, so it's got to be better. Even, I mean, they have these $400 or $500 car seats and like this and that, and I'm like, man, my Graco car seat costs $99.
It works just fine.
And it works just fine.
We do have, well, we did have the Nuna car seat and the Nuna stroller. Mm-hmm. But we didn't buy them. They were gifts.
They were gifts, and I understand that. And my thing is if you can afford those things, that's not going to financially strap you.
If that's the case, then enjoy.
Enjoy
and
it.
I will say the Nuna is good. Yeah. It's good.
Is that the one with the, what's the one with the wheels? That you like pop up with the wheels?
That's the Duna.
The Duna.
Yes.
Why are they all sounding the same? Duna,
I don't know.
Duna.
But I thought that too. And also, like, it seems if you gotta just know what your life is like. If you're somebody who you like leaving the house and you need to bring your baby with you, you like that, your kid's okay with that, maybe get a Duna. But Teddy was like, I don't enjoy being outside of your body, so I don't care where you put me. You have to just hold me forever now.
Right.
Like, he didn't even like being in...
So he didn't like the car seat at all?
No.
No.
He didn't like any of it.
No strollers, no?
No.
Okay.
He got to the point, and now he loves the stroller, because it means we're going somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like getting out of the stroller now, because it means we're done.
We're done, yeah.
But as a little one,
nothing.
He didn't even like the baby Bjorn, or the little wraps that you get. He didn't like being held in a little carrier. He wanted you to hold him with your arms and your core. And that's
I want to touch your body, Mom.
Yes, and you couldn't sit down either. You couldn't sit down. He'd cry. So, that sucked. Yeah. So, like, and then swaddles. You know, we bought every kind of swaddle. We bought that Snoo. We bought the baby Brezza. We bought a wipe warmer.
The wipe warmers are. I had a wipe warmer. I never once used it. I don't even think. I think I donated. I think I donated it to someone because I don't even think I ever put wipes in it.
We did once.
Yeah.
It scared me. I was paranoid because it looked rickety. I was worried that it was going to set on fire.
Set on fire.
Yes. So we didn't even... And we got an owlet. That little thing.
Mom bought one, but I made her take it back because I was like, look, listen, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Right. You have that little thing. And then what happens if it goes off and it's a false alarm?
Right.
Now your blood pressure is through the roof. Right. You are not sleeping already. Exactly. Do you need that anxiety? We never even put it on him.
Yeah. No, I was like, here, just get your because they're expensive.
Yes, they are.
It's like $200 or something like that. $100, something like that.
Yeah, it's over 100. I think it may be 150, something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, no, get your money back.
Yes.
Because I was paranoid anyways. With Riker, not so much, I think, because I was a second-time parent. But first time around, so I was like, keep breathing. And don't get me wrong, I still do that now. Like before every night, so Riker still sleeps in our room, because we're filming. Right. Fun fact for you guys.
On location.
Yeah. And so right before I get in bed every night, the first thing I do is go and I make sure she's breathing before I lay down, which is weird.
No, it's not at all. So Teddy is not in our room. Michael, I think, was going to lose his mind. He wanted Teddy to be in his own room from 6 months, which is the earliest that you can put your baby in their own room. We did that.
Yeah.
We have a Nanette.
Okay.
Expensive, again. Another expensive thing. Any baby monitor will be fine.
Right.
Especially because a lot of these things, another quick aside, they want you to get a subscription in order to keep using it or to have access to certain features.
Right. And so then it's more money and more money. And I get it.
It never stops.
Like, they have to pay their people to do that. So I understand, but it's so much added financial pressure to keep doing that. And so that's why we did the Blink.
I wish that we had just. We have
a small one.
Yes, because it doesn't matter. Yeah. As long as you can see your baby, that's the only thing that matters. But anyways, I do look at that and I'm like, I turn the sound way up so that I can see if I can hear him breathing. And I watch it. I zoom in on him. And I watch it just to see if he's going to move a finger or something. He has a lovey that he sleeps with. Yeah. It's his triceratops. Okay. He calls it tops. He can't say triceratops. So
it's okay.
He's almost there. He can almost say it. But tops. So I'll check to see if Tops is moving a little bit, rising with his chest, yes, I absolutely will do that.
Okay.
So you're not crazy.
Yeah.
You're not. I probably will look in on Teddy until he's like, until it's inappropriate for me to be looking in on him.
Right.
Maybe I'll stop looking in on him when he's like 7.
She's like, when he's 13. Maybe we'll just...
We're going to have an embarrassing, traumatizing incident to occur.
Right.
Before mommy's like, that's enough of looking in on you.
That's so funny. Well, kind of getting back a little bit more into kind of the heavier side. You said something to me that I thought was powerful, that motherhood is often treated as sacred, but really is kind of unsupported. Can you kind of unpack that? What does that mean in your opinion?
Motherhood is sacred.
Right, absolutely.
And it is something that should be lauded and revered, because we all have a mother.
Right.
We all have a father as well. But we all would not be here if it were not for our mothers.
Right.
We are the people who put every person on the planet here. It's very important, especially with population decline.
Right.
We really need people to be having children if, as we're aging, there are people who can keep our society running.
Running, right, yeah.
There's crises in small areas across the planet. Germany is having this problem right now. China's having the problem also.
Right.
Where you have a large population of elderly people who are not working anymore, and so few that can keep society running, and things are so expensive that they can't afford the things that their parents had.
Yeah.
Same story here. Same story here. So why is it that we don't encourage people to have children? There's plenty of people that want to have them, and they can't because it's so expensive to have children. But then when we do have them, we treat moms in particular like garbage. Like, okay, you did your duty, now you need to just keep your kid quiet.
Right.
I don't want my life disturbed because your baby is crying on an airplane, or is crying in the grocery store, or is crying in the restaurant. You had the audacity to come grab an early dinner with your partner. It's 4:30. Your baby is screaming.
Right.
You need to leave. Like, we don't give, as a society, we don't give grace to new parents.
Right.
We don't give grace to new moms.
At all.
No. And even other women. Like, when I first had Teddy and I went back to work after 17 weeks, I want to say. My manager was not supportive. A woman with one kid of her own, had hyperemesis gravidarum with him. Didn't have any more children because of that.
Yeah.
Kid was 13 or so at the time that I came back from maternity leave. Knew that I wasn't getting awesome sleep. Knew that I was stressed. Knew what my situation was. I told her, I'm having terrible postpartum. I'm having a really hard time. I think I'm going to have ADHD, because she was noticing that my work quality had declined.
Right.
Well, my quality was still good, but it was taking me a long time to turn things around. And I'm telling her all this, and then she is so unempathetic to me that I'm like, do I have to leave this job? So now, and thank God I didn't, we did some restructuring, and I have a new manager who is amazing.
That's great, yeah.
I will probably never leave this job. Well, that's not true. I might leave it. But as long as this man is my manager, I will be in this job. If he leaves, I am going to go wherever he goes. Like,
she's coming with you.
Right, like, please. He lives in Wales, by the by.
Okay.
He reminds me of Bandit from Bluey. Just the ultimate dad.
Yeah.
He is so good. Just quick aside. If you are a good parent, you'll probably be a good manager. If you're a good dad or a good mom, you'll probably be a good people manager. Even if you would hate that job, even if you think that you would hate it, you'll probably be really good at it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. I thought that she would be in solidarity with me, and she would try to find a way to accommodate these changes in my life. She didn't. So that really sucked.
Yeah. I think the fact that you're talking about the population decline, it's like, we want women to have more babies. We want you to do this. We want you to do that. But at the same time,
we're not going to give you any resources. So
No.
when you get pregnant, for me, I only got 8 weeks. And I had to go, and I had a C-section. So I literally went immediately back to work very, very quickly. So there was no, and that was fine, don't get me wrong. But you got to think of other countries. They give them what, months?
A year.
A year, exactly, to recover, to spend time with the baby, because that's the most important time.
Yes, that first year.
That first year is the most important time, the best time to bond and things. And unfortunately, we just don't have those opportunities. We aren't afforded that at all.
No.
And you wonder why women don't want to have babies anymore.
Yes.
Because we can't afford to take off work. We only get to be off for 8 weeks.
Right. If you get anything at all.
If you get any at all. Some people don't even get that.
No. Some people get nothing.
And then there's no, support down the line. You're not really told a lot about postpartum before.
Or what it is like at all.
No.
Not just like postpartum depression or anxiety or psychosis, but what it's like to have a new baby in your life and to not be getting the sleep that you used to get and to have the feelings and the thoughts that you're having because it changes you.
Yeah, it changes you.
Yes,
completely.
And people, I think some part of it is people don't want to say because they don't want to scare you if you're already having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
But if we could be open about these things and talk about it, people might be scared, but they would also feel supported.
Supported, exactly.
You would be like, it's okay to be scared because this is a new thing, and we are going to be there for you.
Yeah.
You have a village. If you have a village, then you're on easy street, right?
Yeah.
And it's still going to be hard as shit if you
of
have a
course.
village.
Yeah.
If you don't have a village, what are you going to do? You were talking about having thoughts of harming yourself. I know your mom, and I know that you had friends around.
Oh, of course. And
Did that stop you from?
No, absolutely not. Because it wasn't. A lot of the times, though, those were too in the moments when you were alone, like at night when you're up by yourself, and the baby just will not stop crying, and you have absolutely no clue
what to do.
Yeah, you can't leave.
Yeah.
I was a single parent. Where am I going to go? I could walk out of the room. But what was that going to do?
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, you talk about women, and especially me, because I've always been the strong one, the responsible one, the mama bear, the one that's always had it together. So for me to admit that I was struggling.
Oh, God.
I couldn't do that.
I can relate to that 100%.
Yeah.
I can 100%. Especially coming from a childhood where I had to achieve perfection in order to feel like I was going to get the love that I needed.
Right.
I had a really tough childhood.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you feel like you are somebody that you don't recognize. You're trying to hold on to the you that you knew before you were a mother. You feel like your sanity is slipping away.
Gone.
And you feel like it's only you. It's just you.
Just you.
You can't say to somebody, I feel like my life is falling apart because this person does not know that side of you.
Right.
So you're worried that they will look at you differently, or perhaps the facade will fall apart.
Right.
You will be perceived as not being perfect or not having it all together.
Yeah.
And that's going to change people's perception of you. And at the time, I felt like that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
It has taken a long time in therapy to get to the point, and also just getting older, to get to the point where I don't care anymore.
I do not care.
But
I do not care.
The struggle, that initial struggle, if we just took better care of moms, of people, the whole thing could have been avoided.
Yeah.
I wish that I had so many aunties that were like, okay, so listen,
Right.
this whole thing is about to change you, and it will feel terrifying, but it's a
Right. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. And once you get through it, being on the other side, and once you get through it, you're like, oh, I get it.
Yes.
And it makes you better, almost makes you appreciate it. I don't know, appreciate it a little bit more, but
but
appreciate yourself.
Yes, you have more self-love and more self-respect.
Yes. I had to become hyper self-aware.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. It is very existential.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scary part of it, where you're feeling like I am responsible for
everything.
And who am I?
Mm-hmm.
I know that when Teddy was born, the moment that I heard him cry, that was a transformative experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've never experienced anything like that before.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally like experiencing God.
Yeah.
And I am not a religious person at all.
Right.
I probably never will be.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the closest that I've ever come to feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then those overwhelming feelings of love set in.
Yeah.
But it was not just love. It was so overwhelming that I felt like I could not hold it in my body.
Yeah.
It felt like I was going to be ripped apart, literally,
Mm-hmm.
like I couldn't hold it. It was going to tear me apart. But then the fear that I was not enough
Mm-hmm.
to be doing this,
Yeah.
that this was an amazing, incredible experience that I was not worthy of.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm having postpartum depression and anxiety. My boobs are betraying me. I'm getting that
Yeah.
dysphoria every single time that I'm trying to feed my baby.
Mm-hmm.
He has a club foot, and I feel I can't tell anybody how all this is weighing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can buy this super expensive thing that'll help him sleep at night, or
Yeah.
it'll somehow make up for me being completely insufficient as a mother.
Yeah.
Girl, I just wish that we had told people, like, this is all normal.
Mm-hmm.
Having a baby is very biological, and there's reasons why it can feel incredible, and why it can feel so poopy, and why you can feel so low. And
Right.
there's nothing wrong with you.
Nothing wrong with you.
Yes.
Exactly. It's so normal. I'm not saying we all go through it, because, like I said, my second pregnancy was nowhere
Near like that
near
first one
like my
was.
first one. It was a different time, and that could be the same for you. You could have completely different pregnancies each time.
Yeah,
And
that's actually that's normally what happens.
right. I mean, normally it is. Normally,
And thank
if you,
God.
right, have multiple kids. One will be birthed naturally. The next one might be a C-section, or whatever. It's normal things, but we're so afraid to just kind of open up and talk to each other. And that was my thing. Is like, I'm supposed to be the strong one.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot admit that I am failing,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't really failing.
No, you just feel like you're not holding everything together.
Exactly.
But you're never meant to. You were never meant to be trying to hold all of it together.
No, it's never meant to carry it alone at all. And that's one of the main reasons why I've been wanting to do this, because there are some people that don't have that village, and that is a very big, powerful piece of it, is having someone. So I just want them who don't have somebody, they can talk to us, or feel like we hear you, we see you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not alone in this. Like,
never, and it's
Yeah.
never just you. If you are listening to this or watching this and you feel like it's just me, it's never just you. It is never ever just you. Never.
Mm-hmm.
These things happen to so many people. It is stunning. I feel like we as a society really need to do better about recognizing mental health issues and
Yeah.
not villainizing people or making people feel like something is wrong with them.
Right.
Because this is exceptionally common. The number of people that I've spoken to that have never seemed to have mental health issues that do, they just keep it inside.
They keep it inside.
That's not good for you.
No.
And then also, having children, having Teddy brought up a lot of childhood traumas, a lot of generational trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time that I ever heard that word, interestingly enough, my husband is Greek Orthodox,
Okay.
and so we had two weddings. We had the one that you went to,
Right.
and then we had one in the Orthodox church.
Okay.
And in order to get married there, we had to do premarital counseling through that church.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, Father Gregory, he's not working there anymore, but
Mhm.
he was an incredible man. He was a convert. And Michael and I are interracial,
Mm-hmm.
so he's a white man,
Mm-hmm.
and I am obviously not a white man or white at all. So
She is not a white man.
I'm
if you
not a
couldn't
white
tell.
man.
Mhm.
Maybe on the inside, I sometimes behave like I am. I do have a lot of audacity these days, but
It's okay.
it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been nothing but good for me.
Yeah.
But he was talking to us about what our parental figures' roles were, and then what their parents' roles were in the household, and on, and what their jobs were. So for Michael, his mom had a lot of jobs, and she was a very successful woman. However, she decided to stay at home with the kids after she had her second child, I want to say. And she stayed at home with Michael until he was 10, I want to say. And then Michael's dad was an anesthesiologist. So she stayed at home with the kids while he did that.
Yeah.
And that worked for their family. Before that, you know, the mothers in his life were always enterprising women. And they kind of like shared the balance with the men in their lives some kind of way. And he has generations of healthy partnerships, more or less.
That's
that he's
wonderful.
witnessing. Yes. Imagine when I fell in love with Michael, I was so mad at myself for falling in love, first of all. But second of all, seeing how normal he was and how normal his family was, I did not trust that in the beginning. I was like, y'all are
Red
all
flag.
fake. Right, like I don't know what this is. Y'all seem like you're hiding something. Like there's dead bodies somewhere. What is this genuine love for each other? I don't believe you. Anyway.
It's real though.
Yeah, it is. I've seen it. And now they're my family. And it's real.
Yeah.
But for my side, and this is the case for a lot of black women, a lot of black people, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Black women are people that hold it together. The black women are the ones that keep the household running and going. I cannot keep my house clean the way that my mom, still to this day, keeps her house clean. And when I was little, she did everything.
Right.
She did everything. I can't do that. Before then, like she worked and my dad worked. But before then, sharecropping.
Right.
Sharecropping. Generations of sharecropping until slavery.
Exactly.
And then slaves.
Right.
So when I said this to Father Gregory, he said, oh, there's got to be a lot of generational trauma on your side. The first time that I ever heard that. And I'm like, so I'm like looking that up.
Deep dive.
Oh, girl. It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there. And I feel like we all have some kind of trauma that is passed down. We all have that. But having...
you met my grandmother. Just saying. Sorry. R.I.P. She's no longer with us. But
I remember that she took me and you to see Wrong Turn with her boyfriend. Do you remember that?
No, but that does not surprise me.
I was so surprised that she was okay with seeing that movie. Because it was a horror movie.
That does not surprise me. She was an interesting woman, for sure. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we can. We just leave it at that.
Yeah, she has departed from us now. But.
Yes, she is dearly departed. But yes, so then you hold your little baby in your arms, and you're thinking, I'm thinking back to my childhood, like, how can I protect this little soul? How can I
make sure that I don't do the same
Yes.
things and repeat the same generational...
the same cycle?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's just a lot of weight. A lot of weight for one person.
And I think too, like you were talking about the racial aspect, society as a whole, when you are a black woman, obviously I am half black, I'm not a fully black woman, and I did get raised with my very white mother, so I've never really been perceived as black. Most people probably wouldn't even know that, but, which, that's a whole other... That's a whole nother episode of conversation, but, society can sometimes be really hateful towards black women, especially when they lose their cool, or when they don't always have it together, or when they say something that they deem spicy or saucy, you know, so...
Just because it came out of a black woman's mouth.
Exactly, so you have to be very careful, unfortunately, and I hate that you do, and I really wish that it shouldn't matter. You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells. But to me, it seems like you do almost have to walk on those eggshells and just pretend that you are so strong and that you have it together, because the moment that you lose that cool,
you're going to turn on you.
They're going to be deeming you as a villain. You're an angry, crazy black lady. You're screaming, and no. Like, I am just a woman
Yes.
that has been pushed to the brink. My hormones are changing. I have this newborn baby that I'm responsible for. You guys are telling me that I need to buy this $400 car seat, or I'm not going to be as cool as the next mama. And I'm sitting here, my body looks like a mess, and I can't fit in anybody's clothes.
Right.
And I just want to be not here.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
you just want to snap your finger. So yes. So have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes.
Okay, so then you know about the planet where they're just rocks.
Or the
By the by, that's an awesome movie. You should
Yes,
watch it.
please watch it. If you've never watched it, it is really great.
The Rock. That's my favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're on the planet with just the rocks, and Jobu Tubaki is like, I can just be a rock here. The number of times I wish that I could just experience being on a planet where all I had to do was just be a rock.
A rock.
Yeah,
And
like,
talk.
You don't have to be
No.
anything else. You just are there by yourself. All you gotta do is be a rock.
It's all you gotta do. Just be a rock.
Yes.
And just lay there and not have anybody touch you.
Yes.
Or speak or think or have to deal with responsibilities.
Yes, there's like nothing else there at all. You can have a moment just to have nothing in your head for just a second.
Alas.
Yes, alas.
Alas, we cannot. Can maybe one.
Right.
Maybe we can do a VR rock. What is that? Like the VR headset where
Yes.
we just like be in the rock.
You
and
just pretend
like we're in Rockland.
What I want to do is go to float. So there's this place where you can just float. And
Oh, in
it's
the pods?
just, yes.
Yeah, I've done
Have
it.
you been there?
Uh-huh.
What is that like? I want to go so bad.
So it was. I don't know that I'll ever do it again. I think doing it once was a great experience. It was cool. It's really salty, obviously, because it's filled with salt, and your body feels kind of slimy once you get out. But if you go in there with the intention of wanting to like clear your mind and just be very calm and zen, that's the place for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like go in there and just float. Relax. You just float. It doesn't really feel like you're in there for that long either. If you kind of just like blank out, but it's cool.